Hello everybody, Kenny again. Welcome to my second video blog. In my first video blog, I talked about three things. The first point is who I am, and second point is why I started this video blog, and the third point is what kind of benefit you can get out of watching my video blog. In today's video blog, I'd like to expand on the third point, namely what kind of benefit you can get out of watching my video blog. The answer is very simple. If you keep watching my video blog, you will improve your presentation skills, both in English and in Japanese. And if you can improve your presentation skills, what happens? What happens is you will be more likely to succeed in your business, in your career. Why presentation makes you very successful? Now let me explain why this happens using a very simple analogy. I always tell my students that presentation skills principle is exactly like a cooking skills principle. For example, if you want to cook one dish, that is nikujaga, for example. Nikujaga is a very typical Japanese dish. What do you need first? What you need first is ingredients, namely fresh potatoes, onions, and meat, and some seasonings like shoyu, sato, mirin. Right? That's the first thing you need. The second thing you need is your cooking skills and cooking knowledge. So using your cooking skills and knowledge, you process those ingredients so that the last end result is going to be you produce delicious nikujaga. So that process applies to all kinds of cooking. However, if you don't have enough cooking skills and knowledge, what happens? In this case, you have fresh ingredients, fresh potatoes and onions and meat. And however, if you don't have the cooking skills and knowledge, what's the end result will be? The end result is most likely to be not very delicious nikujaga. Maybe taste is too salty or too sweet, or potato is half cooked, it's not soft enough. So the second step, that is the cooking skill, makes a huge difference. I firmly believe the same principle applies to the presentation skill. Imagine when you make a presentation, what do you need first? For example, I used to work at the investment company, so first thing I needed was information about world economy or stock market. That's the information I was getting every day. The world economic trend and informations about some stocks, performance. So I had information, however, I had to make a presentation on those information to my clients. And if my presentation skill is really good, and I can communicate very clearly, and with some enthusiasm, my clients will be persuaded to buy into my investment ideas. However, if I didn't have a good presentation skills, my clients will not feel attracted to my investment ideas. So he is not going to buy into my investment ideas. So presentation skill is exactly like a cooking skill. I believe you already have good ingredients. If you are an engineer, you have lots of knowledge, valuable experience in the engineering field. If you are a lawyer, you have lots of valuable knowledge, information about law. And if you are an analyst, you have lots of great valuable information about your area. So everybody already have a certain amount of very good, highly valued information. But point is, you have to be able to cook it in a very attractive way. So if you have a great cooking skill, that is a presentation skill, you can make it very attractive. You can make it sound very attractive and good so that your client want to buy into it. So let me use a very simple formula to explain this more in a mathematical way. I prepared a very simple formula today. This is a formula. Okay, this part shows the value of the information. For example, the value of the information or the value of the ingredient in case it is a cooking, and this part shows your cooking skills or presentation skills. So in the case of cooking, your cooking skill is average. You produce average tasting nikujaga. However, your cooking skill is not good enough. You produce not delicious nikujaga. And if your cooking skill is great, you produce very delicious nikujaga. So my point is, even if the value of your information or ingredient is the same, your presentation skills, cooking skills makes a huge difference. So if you know how to do it, you can gain a lot. You can persuade your clients, you can get the deal. But if you don't know how to do it, even though the value is one, you can communicate only half of it. As a result, your clients will not be persuaded, or your boss will not be persuaded about your new project ideas, things like that. So my point is very clear. If you master presentation skills, you will be successful. But if you don't, it's going to reduce the chance for you to be successful. So I really firmly believe presentation skill is really the key skill, fundamental skill for every business people to be successful. So that's my point today. And in the next video, I'm going to talk more specifically how to cook your presentation. Thank you for listening until the end today. Thank you. See you again.